I'm Callie with PowerStudies.com, and this is the current Q&A. This month we have Bob joining us again, and Bob, we have a question for you.
Sure.
We know that NFPA 70E has been revised for 2015.
Mm-hmm.
What change has been made to the arc flash label for 2015?
Well, there have been a lot of changes made to the standard, but fortunately, for labels at least, there's only been one change, and that's been the elimination of the prohibited shock boundary. It's eliminated from the standard, so therefore it no longer appears on our labels.
All right. Well, Bob, let's say I am working on a piece of electrical equipment, and it's energized, and I see this label. What does this label tell me?
Wow, it's got a whole lot of information on it. And the first thing that it has is it has the arc flash boundary. That is the point where a person would receive 1.2 calories per centimeter squared of energy. That's the onset of a second-degree burn. And after you cross that point, then you should be wearing arc-rated clothing. The next line down is the calories per centimeter squared at a working distance of 18 inches. This tells a person, if they're going to work on this piece of equipment and an arc flash occurs, they're going to receive 5.1 calories of energy. These two numbers are calculated based on equations that come out of IEEE 1584. The other thing that's on this down from this line is the fact that we telling the person you have to wear arc-rated clothing. And there's there's additional PPE that should be worn, and to go to NFPA 70E H.3b and look at the matrix table there, and it'll tell you what you have to wear. The next line down is the voltage level. Lots of accidents occur because people don't know what the voltage level is. So it's now a requirement that the voltage be listed on the label. Then the minimum insulated glove class is also listed on there. And then finally, we got the limited approach distance. This is a point, again, where only qualified people can cross the boundary. If you're unqualified, you can cross the boundary if you're escorted by that low-voltage qualified person. And these two distances, you look at these two distances and find out what the largest distance is, and that's where you place your barricades with rope or tape to keep the unqualified people from crossing over. The next line down is the restricted approach boundary. Then we have the date that the study was done, the standards that we used. Here's the calculation standard, 1584, and then the safety standard is 70E 2015. And then a lot of people don't realize this, but every piece of equipment has its own customized label, because the energy level changes throughout the distribution system. So no label is alike. They're all different. And therefore, we have the equipment ID on this label and the equipment name. Also, the upstream protective device is listed on there, so that's what's protecting this piece of equipment. And then finally, the operating scenario is listed here. That operating scenario is important because your energy levels in a distribution system will change depending on how you operate it. If you have emergency generators that come online, that's going to change the arc flash energy. It may be higher, it may be less. But we always put the maximum arc flash value that we've calculated on the label and then put what operating scenario we use to do that.
Huh. You know what? That's going to save me a lot of time using this label compared to having to use the task tables. Thanks so much, Bob.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for explaining that for us. Stay tuned for next month's current Q&A.